is the liquid of life. We all need it to survive. Water, choose water first. Water, we all know it is precious. Should be enjoyed by all of us. Talking about water, choose water first. Water.
Here on Water Wednesdays this week, it's all about helping you to conserve water, and it's the message that we at the Barbados Water Authority are trying to get across to you, our customer. John Yarde, you may remember him. He gave us that introduction a little while back to the meter program when there were new meters, not so new anymore, but they play a critical role, and they can play a critical role in helping you to conserve water at your home or business. John, there are some simple things that Barbadians can do to conserve water, and the BWA has been trying to get that message across for quite some time now.
Yes, and we wish to reiterate it, because what we have recognized is that many of the extraordinarily high bills are really results from leaks as opposed to just usage. So we want our valued customers to be aware of that and to have some preventative methods in place. For example, we've had some instances where a customer rushing off to the airport, the last thing they did was to flush their toilet. The house was empty, but what did not occur is that flap did not come down. And while they were having their holiday, the water was running. Actually, one of our inspectors found it out and turned off the valve.
Wow.
However, by then though, the bill was over $2,000. You can imagine then what happens when the customer, no one was at home, the house was empty. But in essence, water did flow.
Yes.
We've had other instances because the flap never came down. We want customers to ask their neighbor, but pay attention, leaving your empty house does not mean the water is not flowing.
It is true.
Right? We've had instances too where you flush it, but the chain goes and it lodges under that rubber. Water keeps going. You're not at home, and the meter is telling us exactly what is occurring.
And speaking about that meter, I remember you telling me in that previous episode of Water Wednesdays about that critical plus sign.
Yeah.
And when the plus sign is up and you think no water is running, that means there could be a leak somewhere on your property, and that could play a negative or have a negative impact in terms of water conservation.
It does. Because what we do is make sure that no one in the house is using any water. And once no one is using water, and that plus sign and flow rate, because our technical guys will also look for the flow rate. And once the flow rate is on, it says to us water is escaping somewhere. And what we do, encourage the customer to get the plumber, or our technical team will assist them in trying to locate where this leak is. You know, but there's some things that we want to encourage people to do. Take a water audit. You know,
A customer themselves can do their own water audit.
For example, once they understand how the meter works, you recognize that my reading is 672 Friday, and I usually wash on Saturdays the third week. Let me see what it is come Monday. I use 4 cubic meters or 5 cubic meters. If the household uses 1 or 2 cubic meters and you decide to have your own water audit, we're going to see what happens every week. Then you're on top of it. Actually, we share that with business people. Do your own water audit. I have an idea what is happening monthly.
How much you're using.
How much you're using, you know, so you can control that information and be on top of that. Anything out of sort, you can then call us or call your plumber. But we want them to begin to take the initiative, because it gets pretty expensive, and then, you know, we have to come and help them. And it is tough, because who wants a bill for $3,000 when you kind of nipped it in the bud by just having a look at your meter at least every Sunday, every Saturday. Designate a member of the family to say this is your week too. If you have difficulty in reading it, call us. But we want you to take that and run with it. Control your water, you're controlling your purse.
And we'll be talking a bit more about using the meter, showing you how to do that water audit right here on Water Wednesdays next week. To view this or a previous episode again, please visit our website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. You can go to our Facebook page and get all the information you need there as well, or just type Water Wednesdays in YouTube. You can definitely find us there.